Okay, I'm strapped. Strapped and I'm back on my bullshit. Let the Mac Clapper turn his back into some bullshit. Sitting in the game and you rappers in a toilet. I'm a street fighter, Tataruga hard to do again. And I tell them that the best and I'm married to the money and the game is my best man. Young Beater, reporting from another world, and I'm the truth and that's according to your lover girl. I got a bad diva, but not Hova's girl, but she stays on top like a cover girl. Okay, Beater so awesome. Fuck the Lakers team about my green like Boston. And that mean Allentown ballin' so hard I think the game need halftime. Shit, and I ain't even half tied. I'm so straight like an hairline. Bitch, I'm fly like a airline, so fly I need airtime. Step on my side, catch a bum by the landmine. I own a lot of landmine, cause I am so landmine. That mean I'm the fucking bone whenever am I. Shitting on you haters, yep, shitting on you haters. I stay shitting, that's why I get a lot of toilet paper. And them niggas hating cause I'm in the lead. And I ain't lying to you haters, I make paper like trees. You niggas fall like paper like leaves. And watch me draw that pistol to you paper like G's. T-Fell, them niggas hating, but I make them like me. But I got a swagger of a god. They don't make them like me, yeah. Money is the image on my picture ID. And my coupe got a lot of features like DJ Khaled. I got a bitch from Cali, but her brains are very simple. Proactive way, busting her face like a pimple. And you mad cause I give them all the mad, get them niggas body shots like a centerfold. Yeah, your boy softer than a dinner roll. And I ain't lying, this a beginner flow. Beginner in the game, but I been a pro. Shoot to my wrist, so no shoot to my fist, so shoot to your real smoke. And you rappers wallets, young money like Briscoe. Shout out to the click though. I like a bitch with a clinch stroke, got money, but I'm getting more dice. Shoot a swag, run up on them, what they hit for. And I even begin though. I'm going in like the intro. It's fuck the world, no deal though. Real dick skills, ho. Big dick kill hoes. Little nigga, big dough. I got a two tie. The rap game been sold. My flow harder than a steel toe. It's no excuse.
What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? There's no excuse in the building. What's good, my passport bros? How y'all doing? How y'all doing out there? So today, I got a special guest, you know what I mean? And some of you may know him. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. And if the brother is ready, give me the thumbs up. You ready? All right, cool. I'm gonna bring the brother up, man. What's good? What's good, bro? Introduce yourself.
What's going on? Shout out to everybody that's here so far. Shout out to No Excuse Entertainment. Finally found me and brought me on. This is me, Drees. Y'all know me as Jedi. Some of y'all may know me as Lex Luger. That's a long story if you don't know that about that name there, but we're gonna leave that alone. Just go by Drees, aka Jedi. How y'all doing tonight?
Cool, brother. Cool, brother. Drees TV. What's up, Bert? How you doing, bro? You still in Cartagena?
Oh,
What up, Kay Halton? Salute. Global Paper, Brazil or die, man. Hey, man, you said you want to do a verses, man. What's good, bro?
the verse. The
he
verse
in
is
a
what-
he in a Facebook group with talking shit.
all right.
We was talking shit. But yeah, man. So you know what I mean. So I'm not too familiar with your background. You know what I mean. If you don't mind, kind of sharing like um when you first started traveling internationally, why, and you could just name whatever places you've been to before.
All right. Well, I started traveling internationally when I was like 9. You know,
Okay.
I'm not one of those cats that you're seeing that obviously was sitting there during lockdown and seen a brother in Cartagena, or seen a brother in Sasua and said, "Oh, I need to get me a passport." That ain't me. I've been international since I was 9, starting with uh starting with Canada. So and the reason why I was there, my father is Air Force veteran, and his base is like on the Canada Michigan uh borderline or what have you. So while we went to visit the base, we went on in that Canada, and that was my very first international experience at the age of 9. And ever since then, I've always been somewhat of a nomad here in the States. Growing up, I used to run a whole lot of AAU tracks, so that put me in different states on a weekly basis. you know, all through the South. You know, then as I grew up, you know, got into the workforce, you know, and it used to be get paid on Friday, spend the bottle Friday, and wherever the bottle point, get in the car, gas up, and ride out. So I was always a traveler. It never was a thought process. I seen somebody else doing it. I need to do it now. My pops had already put me on it a long time ago. But as far as countries, let's see the ones I can name. Been to El Salvador, Colombia, passed through DR, went to Mexico, Canada. I'm missing something. Panama. Shoot, I'm missing something. Damn, I'm missing a couple. Well, Brazil and Nature Island. That's what I can remember right now. You know, as far as what I have footage of. You know, but the rest, you know, probably something that I don't need to name. Probably for the simple fact that it was a good place that I don't need to air out like that. And a lot of people go down there, and next thing you know, they're blaming the YouTube community for them going down there and doing something they ain't got no business. You know?
No, I got you.
Yeah, they tried to do me there with Medellin. I was like, how? You know,
man.
Take y'all charges, man. That's what y'all need to do. You know? Y'all out there throwing money at Cartagena, don't sit up there and say, oh, it was a YouTube. You ain't seen Ace Live, you ain't seen this man here, you ain't seen me, you ain't seen Richard Rich, you ain't seen DC Born Rob, none of them out there throwing money. So how you gonna go out there and blame a YouTuber for that? Take your charge.
Yeah, man. That's I got approached a couple of times from some guys that, you know, in some groups, man. They like, man, you know, don't share this, don't share that, or, you know. So I mean, I'm kind of in the middle, you know what I mean? Because I feel like if I don't say nothing, somebody will. So, you know, if I know,
Well, we had to talk about that in the group, and brother was like, you need to keep this inside the group. I was like, bro, you don't understand. It's people inside the group who also do the telling. You know, those ones that's in the group that don't never say nothing.
Yeah,
them, the lurkers. You know, the one that will never say the only one that only come up and say something when two people in the group beef it, and they pop up in the chat and they putting the little eyes and they putting Michael Jackson eat popcorn. Them.
No, you right, man. So just curious, man, is there any country you haven't been to that you want to visit or curious about?
Well, last summer I was in South America, and I was supposed to go to Argentina to visit for the first time, and last May. And every year now I do a new country for the birthday. The last 2 years I've been trying to go to Africa, but the people I was connecting with from a tour guide perspective, point of view, they were all hiding behind thumbnails, and it didn't feel like it was a safe option to invest my time in it. And so when it came to money, you know, never mind. And then right when I wanted to go, they had a plane got shot down, and it was right in the area where I had to fly over to get to Africa. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hold off on it. And I was gonna go last year, but that's when I started running into the scammers, and that's what made me say, you know what, I'll just go and chill in South America for a month, just stay there. And I decided to go from Brazil to Argentina. They wouldn't let me out of Brazil, so I ended up going to other cities in Brazil, which was also a hell of an experience. It's way more to Brazil than just Rio. Yeah, go there and get your feet wet, but if you it's gonna let you know whether you're a real traveler or not. You know, because I know a brother right now. He went to Brazil during Carnival, and he was at the beach every day. And I was like, I had to literally call him and ask him, dude, what the hell are you doing? You do know that they have a block party around the corner, and it wasn't until I told him, it was like he finally went and he finally started to enjoy himself. But there, every day he was at the beach, so you know, I don't even stay at the beach like talking about it. You know, I stay in Lapa. I stay in the LaGuardia areas. You know, because I'm sitting up here. I've been learning all this language.
Right,
You know,
right.
and I didn't learn this language to sit at the beach and talk to niggas from Atlanta. You know.
But have you ran into some good bros, some bros that you may have like seen like in groups and you
Yeah.
finally met them in person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Shout out to J. Clyde, Checking Effect. You know, he able to work in a manner where he could go all over Brazil, but he if you ask him, he'll tell you, I'm the person that put him on Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Me and him went and traveled through Southwest DR together, you know, went to some amazing places out there, you know,
Okay.
and that's everybody's talking about Sosua is hit, Sosua is done. Well, as long as you don't go to Southwest, you could keep on saying it's done. But when I go back, I'll be going to Southwest, you know, because everybody look like me down there. You know what I'm saying? Or close to it.
Okay.
And they got the Sosua set up and everything, but you know, I guess that's a different live stream.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. JC Travel Partner said, Rob and Drees, what's up? What's good? What's good?
What's happening, man? I'm gonna have to catch that ride, catch that plane with you over to the U land. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't seem to catch nobody over in Ghana. They send me money now. I'm like, motherfucker, I ain't sending you nothing. You know, I can't even see you. How the hell I can't even trust you? I can't trust you with my time. I ain't about to trust you with my money. So
Okay.
yeah, they was on some. Send me some money now, bro, and I'll make sure I take care of you when you get there. Nah.
Yeah,
I gonna do that shit with a motherfucker around the corner. So
I don't
I'm
like
not
that.
finna do that shit overseas.
Yeah, I don't like that prepayment stuff. Okay, Southern Korea, you went to Dakar. Many Black Americans living out there and start a business. Okay.
Word.
He said, let's go. Them tickets high though. Yeah, man, I've been looking.
That's
Tickets high.
where I was looking last. I was looking those tickets from here to the Ghana was like 11.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that I don't mind. I could do that knowing where I'm going at. But there's people that's trying to encourage me to go to Thailand and all that. But if I go overseas that way, I'm going to Africa first. You know, y'all can have Thailand, and it ain't gonna be too long before Thailand end up like Colombia, where they got, you know, the Thai people. They gonna be talking about what they really saying to them niggas done come over here, and I'm telling you, that's what they in the summer. In the summer, it's gonna be like that in Thailand. They're gonna start talking about too many Negroes coming over all of a sudden, out of the blue.
Hey, I be trying to put brothers on to Africa, man. You know,
Stop. Listen, I'm not trying to put brothers on to Colombia. I'm not trying to put brothers on to Mexico. I'm just gonna put the people who travel with me, put them on notice. Hey, look, I won't go to Mexico at such and such a time. Y'all available? Holler at me. I'm not doing all that. Get your passport, man. It's 2022. If you don't know by now, hell with you. You don't need to know that.
So just curious, did you know, like, I knew people reference like some people that influenced their travel, like Charles Tyler, Al Greaves. Do you know those guys? Or have you met?
I was actually supposed to meet with Charles Tyler, but by the time I got there, he had already passed.
Okay.
You know, I was gonna meet with Yusef YT. When I got back to Brazil, he had passed. I'm like, damn. You know, but you know, it's other people that I was gonna connect with that you know, like I said, I met with Check, I met with Ace Live, we all hung out, met with Flyboy Way, met with Kings of Dreams. Me and Richard Rich, we all started the whole WhatsApp chat room together. You know, they're still going on strong. Shout out to Roller Tape, shout out to WTU. Other people who I have met, I don't know if you know, but Alan Harper, who took over for Charles Tyler after he passed. Yeah, I done connected with him on 2 or 3 occasions. You know, not gonna really say where it was. Well, it was in Little Africa where we were at, and then some other places, you know, don't have to be named, you know. But nevertheless, these are people that I have run across. And ran into Yes Jonas, ran into Jay Clyde. I ran into a lot of people from the Yes Jonas clique. You know, shout out to them.
I kind of got you on Yes mixed up like early, like back maybe like
Man, how you?
beginning.
I don't mean no disrespect, but how you do that?
No, not like what I mean,
Oh,
just like going through like seeing YouTube like in your feed and you see because y'all both do Brazil, y'all both got Brazilian themes, you know what I
yeah.
mean? So at a glance, it's like, okay, who is who? But that was just kind of back then. But yeah, I ran into a lot of brothers in Brazil. Zoe,
Yeah,
Barber.
I ran into him too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aaron from BMT. We done bumped into each other
Me and Aaron was supposed to collide, but it ain't happened. He was somewhere I didn't really, I ain't really feel like going to no more. I had already went out there and seen and conquered and stuff like that. I was into the other places, man. I don't went to places that I'm not going to say. I'm not even trying to say make a YouTube video about it because everybody what they see at the beach, that's amazing. But the majority of those people come from that's at the beach come from the places where I went at, the Niederers and the Salgasalos and the West Zone. And man, the West Zone is something else, bro.
Let me ask you this. I'm curious. So, how? I mean, I know you lose count after a certain time, but if you know, how many times have you been to Brazil or Rio, or when was your first year going to Brazil?
First year was 2018.
Okay.
2019. I don't know. It was before COVID,
Okay.
So it was definitely better than what it is now. When you go to a club at 10 o'clock and there's nobody on the street except for the line going into the club, and then when you come out of the club in the morning at 6, the whole street is full of people. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was back then. And there's certain places where it's like that now, but you got to be in the right place. Yeah, it was 2018 to 2019. I got to ask Rich. I bet I just got to look in my folder because I was, I was looking at some videos a day. I looked at everything except for the date. 2018, 2019. That was the first time, and I've probably been back maybe 5 times since. I don't try to, go back. I don't try to like wear it out. I don't burn it out. Give it a little time. Go somewhere else. All right, then I go back to Rio. But now I got my ID and stuff. Now working on getting my picture ID. Well, all what I had is the CPF, where the CPF say like if I wanted to stay there 6 months, I wanted to go buy furniture, I could use the CPF to purchase furniture. Other than that, they're not gonna let you purchase too much stuff without their identification.
Okay. Explain to the audience what a CPF is.
A CPF is just like, say like I want to go to the clinic, right? Not the clinic. I want to go to the pharmacy and I want to buy the Cialis. Now they got the Cialis where I could buy it with just my hair ice, and then they got the Cialis that's on sale that you go looking that you'll see in the sales paper, and you could be like, okay, get this Cialis at this discounted price with your CPF. But the main reason why I went there to the thing, it was right across the street from the place when I touched down in Brazil. The guy that I went through his girl, and I used her address to get my CPF. She gave it to me. I hit her with the cash, and I walked across the street to the pharmacy to make sure it worked. And the first thing I think about, okay, I'm gonna try to get that Cialis that's on sale, and put the numbers in. Shit was working. Shit was legal. Then after that, you probably need your picture ID. But I think before you get your picture ID, I think that you could still get, things at the pharmacy. You could still get your bank accounts and stuff like that set up, because that's what's next for me right there. I got to find somebody else and use their, address. So hopefully, I've been talking with my Portuguese teacher, and hopefully she help me out when I get back there. But when you get the picture ID, that's what you definitely going to need before you get anywhere close to gaining your citizenship. So it's like CPF, there's levels to it. CPF, picture ID, then you get your citizenship and visa and all of that stuff. But I'm just working on it level by level, and I just gotta when I get back there, I work on doing everything with the I think it's the federal police, and work on getting the picture ID, then move on up to everything else, because I'm looking at possibly getting back into the whole investment side of things. So I'm gonna definitely need that picture ID soon.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I know I found myself when I was there, I was trying to get a SIM card. And other countries, I just go, my phone unlocked, I just buy a SIM, get a number, put it in my phone. Going to Brazil, going to Claro, they like, man, you got a CPF number? I'm like, no, I got my passport, So it took me forever to find a place where I could get. Basically, somebody did it for me in the store. They just used their information and gave me a damn SIM card. But I was like, God damn.
Yeah. See, that was the problem I had. See, this phone here is a Android, and it pretty much is like a iPhone. Mm-hmm. And the problem with it, I had just got it like I broke the phone, and I got a new phone right before I pulled out and left. The last time I was in Brazil, so they couldn't break it. Well, they could have broken it, but when I came back here, it'd have been messed up. They were saying it'd have been messed up, and I had to do so much to it to get it back right so it could work here. So I went on and left it alone. And what I do is I carry this phone here, which is an old Samsung, from 4 years ago. Okay. I just go get the SIM card and put it in this. But what's crazy is, when I'm on vacation or when I'm out of the country, I ain't really trying to be bothered like that. You know what I'm saying? The people that I'm talking to that's traveling, I could talk to them when I get back to the spot.
Right.
So sometimes I get a SIM card, sometimes I don't.
Okay. I feel you, man. You move, you like, man, I'm on vacation, man. I'm just trying to
And another thing, that's kind of like the reason why I don't really be trying to post to Instagram like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you post to Instagram, the first people that come hit you up are the people that ain't traveling. You need it. They got the I won't say the word. They got the this and that going on over there, and they won't tell you everything they do from Netflix. I'm like, why are you telling me this? What you watched on Netflix? I'm over here seeing this in real life. I ain't around none of that foolishness, But that's why if I do post anything to Instagram, is after I left. Right. And by the way, I know you on my family account on Instagram. You need to go to the Drees TV account so I can follow you back there.
I gotta you gotta send me that.
So all right.
On there.
Because I try to keep the family and the traveling, separate. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like travel, non-travel. I don't like mixing that. That's why I was telling you about earlier today. Remember? I like the one of the lives I seen when I was out of town, and then you had all these different people on there. I was like, now I wanted to come on and speak, but I was like, I ain't gonna fool with it.
I feel you. So I'm curious. So you've been to a lot of countries. So what kind of made Brazil like your country, your go-to country, or a country you want to invest your time in?
Brazil was always a place I wanted to be since I was small. Since seeing City of God, since seeing City of Men, all the different little novellas or TV shows that they have. But I've always had picked Brazil and always had Brazil in the back of my mind. And if it wasn't for needing a visa, which was about $600, somewhere like that with tax at the time, and it wasn't for an investment group called MIG12, I would have never went to Colombia to begin with. When I got my passport back in 2016, I had my money together and I was about to go to Brazil that weekend. I mean, drop everything. I got it on like a Wednesday. I was going to leave that Friday and go to Brazil. But when I went to go and do the protocols and all of that, but I'd have been one of the cats that we complain about right now, because I'd have been out there head first. I knew no language. I was in no groups. So I had no tutelage from anybody. I had no wherewithal of anything,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But luckily, when I went to go looking for the protocols for the entry, that's when I ran across, oh, you need a visa, you know. So what happened was I ended up going into the Facebook, and the first thing I started putting in was Brazil. I found Charles Tyler then, you know, and started rapping with him, talking with him. And I was gonna go to the party, but I'm not gonna lie, you niggas was overcharging for that bullshit. You gonna pay me $100? You gonna make me pay $100 for a lawn chair and an umbrella when I could just go to my own place and get the same umbrella and lawn chair for $15? Must be out your damn mind, Charles. But I love Charles. I'm just saying it, you know. But it was like that's when I ran into Telemade Dreams. If you familiar with him.
Yeah, I know.
And that's when I got with him. We got with like 12 other brothers, and that's when we started an investment group. And that's how I ended up going to Colombia the first time.
Colombia or Brazil?
Yeah, we went to Colombia first.
Okay.
You know, but yeah, we ended up getting something that was in Sosua within 6 months. Like we just got together, collected, did our little monthly collections. You know, went in, checked out Medellin. Didn't see what we wanted. Plus, the woman that we was dealing with, come to find out, she ended up being a scammer. So, you know, we kind of left that alone. Well, not left alone. Just glad we dodged the bullet. And we ended up doing a membership with a resort in Sosua called the Yambi before it became what y'all see now. You know.
Gotcha. Okay. So what other cities in Brazil have you been to?
Shoot. Well, I've been to other territories in Rio. So, and some of them are considered cities like São João, and I can't even pronounce shit right now. But as far as other cities, I went to Sao Paulo, I went to Fortaleza, and like these cities are so big, they got like other like spots in it, like Moema and stuff like that. You know, like Moema, which is outside of Sao Paulo, but you got areas where you can stay and shit. But I was in the city area of Sao Paulo, and I just go ahead and catch the cab or ride the bike and just go to these different little areas. But in the last city that I was in for a substantial amount of time was called Fortaleza, which I'm saying this right here, after this COVID stuff clear up, give it 2 years, that's the next Cartagena.
Fortaleza. I mean, Fortaleza it got some spots. You know what I mean? It definitely got some spots.
When you've been there, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure when you got there, you stayed in Miralets.
Stay where?
In Miralets.
What's Miralets? I haven't heard of that.
That's the spot. Put it this way, that's the spot where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? The only thing about it is it's so hot out there, bro. Like they were talking about, oh, the city shut down. But I was like, shit, I don't think these people don't mind because it was so hot. The sun don't go down until say 6. You didn't see people outside on the beach till about 6:30. That's how hot it was.
Yeah.
You know, it's literally that hot. But the north side got some gems. And I ain't saying nothing about it, but I told one person about it, but you know, I'm thinking about going and just go and do it solo. Because one thing I don't want anymore, just like I don't really be preaching the cats get a passport. What I ain't preaching to people now is if you ain't trying to learn the language, then in certain places, me and you ain't going to go. Period. Because I'm not trying to every 5 minutes somebody tap me on. Hey, he said, I'm like, man, look, I ain't nobody's translator, you know. So. Because people are taking them in. Oh, Dre don't know Portuguese. So when they start talking and the dudes start talking back to them, they look at me. I don't know nothing. You know. But, you know, it's just certain places that, like, there's a reason why people go to Rio so much. Because they just, you know, feel like just go to the tourist area, they'll be all right. Sometimes in the tourist area, you're not going to be all right.
True.
Ask Ace Live now, because he was in the tourist area and he tried to come out there where I was at, and he would try to use Spanish, and people just, man, nigga, who is you? You know, they were looking at him crazy. You know, they know a small bit of Spanish, but it's only due to the Spanish people that go to the tourist area.
Right.
So in some spots you can get away with it, in some spots you can't. You know, I seen shout out to Prestigious Physiques, another guy I put on Brazil. He came out there, did his thing on social media, on YouTube, got his numbers up. You know, he was using the Spanish, but now he knows. Yeah, I gotta know some of this Portuguese while I'm walking around here. You know, check two.
How was your Portuguese? Like, you got a tutor? You took classes, or what was your process?
Well, when I first went, you know, I was so caught up on going to different places in Colombia. I had a Spanish teacher. Okay. Shout out to Let's Learn Spanish TV. Subscribe to that brother when you get a chance. And then all of a sudden, Richie Rich came to me and was like, "Man, you know, Brazil is a dream," and it ain't really a dream. It was always a good thought for me. So when he was like, "Man, let's go to Brazil," I was like, "All right, cool, let's go." You know, and I immediately just, you know, did my last Spanish class and just started getting on the Portuguese. But I didn't know anybody that really went out there like that. And the people that I knew that was out there, they didn't have no teachers. Charles Tyler ain't had no teacher. He was just out there. You gotta come to Brazil. You gotta see it. And I'm like, okay. And so I started asking him about teachers. But when I watched some of his lives, he wasn't talking to folks like that. He was just talking to folks that kind of knew English. So I was kind of asked out when it came to knowing that language. So I started off with an app, you know, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if y'all motherfuckers still using Duolingo, something's fucking wrong with y'all. The app you need to use is called Moçolingo. You pay $10 and the shit it gets real extensive for you. And Moçolingo and Pimsleur, all right, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? It was like I used that app for like maybe 6 months, and by the time I got to Brazil, it was like day one. I go to the club, I'm paying 50 reais, I get 2 free drinks. No, I'm paying 100 reais to get 2 free drinks in the club. But by the time I had done talked and realized what I need to say, realized what I need to do and speak, I'm paying 50 reais and I'm getting 4 free drinks now to go in that same club where I was, you know, getting double for I was getting half as much for twice as much more. Right. So most definitely using Moçolingo is something that really had me going, you know, because for the most part, it was like I showed up on the 21st, but Richard Rich and them, they ain't show up to like damn near June. You know, so I was out there for a whole week and a half between Fortaleza, Sao Paulo, and Rio by myself. So for the most part, I used Moçolingo, and I never got a teacher until say 2020. You know, and so when I finally got my first teacher, she's the same lady that I have right now. You know what I'm saying? And she thought I was a novice. So when I started spitting at her in her language, she was like, "Oh, you know, she was like I'm one of her best students right now." You know, I ain't bragging or nothing like that, but I'm kind of like one of her best students right now. You know, because when I finally got in contact with her, I just, you know, she thought I was translating everything, and it was to an extent, small bits and pieces of my conversation I was not translating. I was straight up speaking, and when she spoke, I could understand certain words. You know, at first it was like, okay, I'm gonna just understand what noun she used, what subject you used, and just put it together. And I hope I understood what she said. Now I kind of understand more of what's being said. It just when they get to that, when they get to speaking real fast and singing, once I get that down pat, I'm gonna be all right with it.
Okay, can I hit you with a ¿Cómo está?
Nah, no. I mean, in Colombia you could, but that's not quite right in Portuguese though.
It's like ¿Cómo está? Is that how you put it?
No.
All right, well, how you
say está?
Say it again.
Como você está?
Como você está?
Yeah, it's like different little words. Like it's just como estás and it's just como estás in Spanish. In Portuguese, it's como você está.
And then you say e você?
Yeah, como você está? Or eu bem, you know, eu sou bem, está bem, e você. I'm good and you. Yeah.
Okay. Legal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
That's
cool.
what I would say when I was first there. When they said something I understand, I would just be like, legal, and but I'm gonna tell you something else I learned.
Mm-hmm.
When they said something I really didn't understand and then I really needed to understand it, you know, I hit them with the no se todas as palabras. Like I don't know all the words. See, when I said that, doors just started opening, bro. And they'd be like, oh, I meant this. And I'll be like, damn, you speaking English now. All right. And the next thing you know, just conversation just started to flow. And I say this, if you don't know it and you just know certain words, keep the conversation as short as possible.
Let the guys know, man, how likely is it for you to run into someone that can speak English, male or female, in Brazil or in Rio?
Well, okay, I mean, I can only tell you this in terms of staying in Copacabana versus staying in Lapa. Now, staying in Copacabana, like when you go to research Brazil from a tourist point of view, that's probably the one place you're gonna see a lot of people speaking English. And it's only because it's English speaking people there. It's English speaking people from America. It's English speaking people from Denmark, Germany, Canada, you know, other English speaking countries, Australia even. But nighttime, you might find more people speaking English because you got so many people coming there to make their money off of foreigners. You know, you know what go on in Copacabana at night. It's the friendliest place in the daytime, but soon the people leave the job and the lights come on, it's a completely different spot. You know, so but in Lapa, okay, the place that you see in Lapa on YouTube, that check showing you, that Ace showing you, that J. Clyde may be showing you, that's the commercial part of it. But where I was at, I was in Old Town. Okay. Back there, nobody spoke English. Nobody. It was a challenge that I was looking for. It was a challenge I accepted. I found what I want, and I said I passed with a 76. You know what I'm saying? Because for 2 weeks, the 3 weeks, I heard no English. The only time I heard English when I left from the back of Lapa and I went back to the beach. You know, and I ran into Jonas and all of them. That was the only time I spoke English. Okay. But like I said, I didn't learn all this English to just stay at the beach, keep talking to people at the beach all the time. But sometimes I just needed that outlet, so I would just get in the car, get on the bus, I go back to the beach, you know, because it was a hell of a challenge, bro. And I think I made a lot of good friends. But the thing about it, where I was at, it wasn't you could walk and look up and see a gang of chicks walking through with the outfits on. Nah, this was elders, 50, 60, 70, mom and pop shops, mom and pop restaurants, you know, little booths and stores and shit, you know, and I like that more than I did ever staying in Copacabana. So if I go back to Rio, I don't think I'll stay back on the beach. I just go visit. But I think I would rather stay in Old Town because it's from a transition standpoint, you know, I'm not looking for girls that could just offer me ass. You know, I'm looking for people that's going to help me with getting this bank account, that's going to help me with getting this ID, that's going to help me with getting this citizenship. I just felt like after 4 or 5 visits, I'm still going there for booty, there's something wrong with it.
So you want to live there?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least 6 months. You know, I just gotta, or if I could get something right with online, you know, because I just had a job interview the other day, and I failed the connection test. You know, my laptop is on the fritz, so I had to
Okay.
give me another laptop, and I told her I come back at her. But the job wasn't for that much, but you got to start somewhere. I'm still in that. I'm still in that transition phase as well. Moved
Right.
from an industrial worker to trying to work remotely. But that's something that's gonna happen. That got to happen in the next 2 years.
Got to happen, man. Hey, I was thinking earlier today because it's like I'm recently married or whatever, and I'm trying
Congrats.
to move to appreciate it. So I'm trying to work on transitioning to Colombia, and I was like, you know what, I could take an online gig, even though I would take less money to do that, So if I could find a company that would that'd be a good fit, I would do that because a lot of my work is in my work where I could work from computers in treasury and like
Yeah.
banking, finance, and so those things I couldn't do remotely because you gotta have a security key and you're dealing with money wire transfers, so I can't do that. So I have to find something else I could do. I might have to holler at somebody. Yeah, Jay Clyde, man, I know you out there, man. Let us know. Let me know what's good, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? I would probably take for Colombia, I would take 40K. I mean, it'll be a significant pay cut, but I would take 40K. It'll be a deal.
Right.
It'll be a deal for them.
Yeah.
It'll be a deal for me. But
Right. I don't think really the key after seeing these opportunities, I don't really think the key to happiness is actually being financially fit. I just think it's just for a black man just to be out of debt is good enough for me.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying? Because that's kind of like being rich. Because much as we talk about, we at the bar and we pulling up drinks and we popping bottles and we throwing money off the banister, like we in debt like a mug. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm really trying to work on more than anything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting to the point to where with everything I'm seeing, what's going on here. While I was away, they had 3 mass shootings. They just had another mass shooting about 2-3 hours ago. You know what I'm saying? They done shut up a hospital now. So yeah, I'm thinking, man, I wish I could, get to the point to where I could go and I could make that decision on whether I want to come back or not. I'm gonna just have to get on my checking effect and my J Clyde now where I can go work wherever I want to work. Because the states ain't what it should be. The only reason you should be here is if you got physical work here. Especially because I don't even want to talk about it no more. I just know I want to be gone.
So why? I guess for you, why Brazil? Why not Colombia? Why not DR? Why not wherever? Why?
All right. 2017, I went to Colombia the first time. It was amazing. All right. 6 months later, I went to a place called Sosúa. And I was like, man, I'm looking around and I'm like, damn, they need to give this place a break. You know what I'm saying? So we having parties in Medellin, and I'm like, you know what? If those dudes left from Sosúa and went to Cartagena for a little while and then went back to Sosúa, let them people, draw and breathe and cool down. You know what I'm saying? It'd be all right. But people started going to Cartagena and they started sticking to Cartagena. So, and I said to myself, it's 2018, 19 or something like that. And I'm saying it's going to be a matter of time before they start coming out here. And the same thing that's going to happen in Sosúa is going to happen in Cartagena. And it's going to trickle down toward Medellin. And that's when shit really going to hit the fan. So maybe I shouldn't be here. But at this point in time, I had to went to Brazil once or twice. And now that I made it there and I don't need a visa no more, now seeing the opportunity to present itself, I just got to get down there and know the people, because there's not a lot of, as much as people want to say it's in the big three, Brazil is not in the big three. It's not. It's more of us go to Mexico than Brazil, bro.
Are you saying the top 3 most traveled?
Yeah, you know, everybody want to DR, Colombia, Brazil. Man, nigga Rose ain't going to Brazil like that. The
True.
only people that's saying that Big Three talk like that is people that go to certain areas for P4P. And, you know, if you going that far just for that, you really sick. You really got issues. You know?
Brazilians fine now. They got
Yeah,
a look about them.
yeah, but, you know, the average dude, he going to pay to go to Sosúa, Cartagena, Tijuana. That's the triangle right there. That's the Big Three right there. They could leave at 6 in the morning and be there by 2 in the evening if they catch the right flight. You know.
True.
But Brazil is not in the Big Three.
It was just like in one of the Facebook groups. It was like a big discussion, man, because somebody was complaining about the inflation going on in Cartagena, and they comparing it to Sosúa now, and this was like,
no, it ain't no comparison. It's the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sosúa is a street in the beach. Cartagena is a street in the beach. It's the same thing. It just looks more modernized in Cartagena. Cartagena look like Manhattan. Sosúa look like Lexington, Kentucky or some shit. But it's the same aspect of a street and the beach. That's it. Which is why I was saying 2-3 years ago, I said, man, cats need to leave from Sosúa and go to Cartagena. But with those cats come the same attitude. So that's why they're doing the same thing that they are doing in Cartagena. But I wish them well if they go anywhere south of Parguilleras with that foolishness. I wish them well.
I will say this. I ain't gonna say most. A lot of black men come to the same conclusion. Because I mean, it took, you know, people like yourself, myself. I seen it like early. Like I seen it like 3 or 4 years ahead of time. People that got tired of DR, went to Colombia. They get tired of Colombia. They're gonna come to Brazil. You know,
they go ahead. They ain't gonna come where I'm at.
You know,
they come on down here. But I'm gonna tell you, you go to the wrong club, there's gonna be cats waiting outside. They got a club down here they got a club in Brazil called All In.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I've been on.
When you walk outside and telling people you waiting on your Uber, they're gonna tell you stay right there, don't move. Cause you go around that corner talking about, oh, I need to go pee right quick. You might not come back. Go there. Listen, I'm gonna issue the challenge. I'm gonna issue the Rio check. Go to Rio and throw money. Go to Tijuca and throw money. What would happen? You ain't going home. I promise you on that.
Oh yeah, yeah. They Brazilians a little bit. Well, let me say this. Yeah,
No, it's gully out here. It's gully. You know, they really gully out here. Like, shout out to Razor Ray. That's another brother that you know, I work with. I was supposed to be going to New York and fellowship with him, brotherhood with him, what have you. But I don't know if I'm gonna make it because how they got everything going on in New York right now. But he talks about robberies in Medellin. I was telling him the other day, I was like, man, if I start doing some of the news clippings that I be reading from Brazil, man, well, nobody won't go down there because, bro, I'm reading the articles every other day. This drug gang, they caught this guy in the cross and they ain't kill him, they dismembered him. They pull his arms and his legs off and left him alive. Man, I'm like, dude, it's gully down there, bro. You go to the wrong spot, bro. So if they doing that to their own folk, you go down there and throw money. Watch what happens.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me read a comment from Ms. J. Clyde. He said those Brazilian flight prices going back up to include a comma. They ain't going there too heavy.
True that. Gee, you gotta use that. You gotta use that formula. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, I can't fly all the way from New Orleans. Like if I fly all the way from New Orleans to Rio right now, I'm looking at $9, you know, a grand with a comma with tax. You know what I'm saying? But if I just New Orleans to Florida, New Orleans to Texas, and then from there, round trip and back, I'm looking at 8 right now. But if I get to say a month before the actual time I get ready to go, yeah, you looking at them comments, player.
Oh yeah. I
And
mean,
that's another shout out to J. Clyde for bringing it up, but that is another deterrent for going on there. The long flight and the price is going back up. But hey, it's only gonna be but for so long, bro. Because them people trying to make their money back for these last 2 years they lost.
oh yeah.
So it's gonna be that way for a little while.
He also said, there's 0 places to throw money in Rio. You're gonna get fucked up for real.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. I haven't been anywhere in Brazil or any club in Brazil where they just throwing up money. It just don't happen.
They don't play. I mean, they don't play hip. I haven't been to a lot of places where they play hip hop like that to even be motivated.
Well, you don't need to have that. You just gotta have stupid ass. You just gotta have dummies there. It don't matter the music, But like they got one club in Lapa.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I think it was temporary closed the last time I was there.
Mm-hmm.
But you go there on a Friday, and they in there bitch break dancing, back spinning, head spinning, hand standing, pop locking and everything. I thought I was on Beach Street, but it was pretty nice, man. But the last time I was out there in Lapa, it was I tried to go to it, I wanted to go to it. It was temporary closed. So hopefully it'll be back open by the time I get back.
Okay.
Because I was out there when the actual carnival was supposed to happen, during April going into March. You know what I'm saying? And personally, I felt like going there at that time because I thought after the actual carnival happened and they got that money, I thought they was going to, to keep it to themselves. I thought they were going to shut down, But what happened was Rio is not the only place where they have carnival. They have carnival in 6 other places. They got but they only got the like grandstand in Rio and Sao Paulo. But they got 5 other spots outside of that where they have the actual carnival samba school thing going on. But I thought they were gonna close down after everything. But what happened was those other 5 spots, they canceled their whole carnival proceeding. So, they didn't have a lot of money to keep to themselves. So why not keep it open?
Okay. Man, Brazil, man. I know a few guys that live there. I mean, I know Al Harper. I know a brother that he lives in Cabo Frio. He's married.
That's where I plan on going next.
Cabo Frio? Okay.
I was looking at Cabo Frio, Recreo, and possibly Búzios. I know like a couple ladies, couple bodybuilders that are from Búzios area.
Okay.
It's weird. They like big, beautiful motherfuckers, and they look like, all of them look like Devo. You know what I'm saying? But they like you look at them and they like in their off season when they're not lifting. I mean, you might fall in love. You know what I'm saying? All the way until lifting season. They made me want to get back on my shit. When I talked to one of them and met one of them, and when they left, shit, well, I knew it. I was on the floor doing push-ups. So I had to get my shit back because you can't come over here and embarrass me like this, But yeah, man, it's a different thing. But I found another gym. I'll probably go there. But those prices are rising, and a flight that was $80 leaving out of Rio, that flight is $400 now. But those people gonna get their money back. But I paid inside. But let me say this: with the international airline from South America, I pay that because the cancellations that you're seeing in Southwest, American, Spirit, Alaska, Frontier, Delta, all them cancellations, you ain't seeing that over there.
True.
You're not hearing Laytown canceled 100 flights and left a whole bunch of people sleep at the airport. That you're not seeing it. I saw that in Dallas a couple months ago.
They had this past Memorial Day weekend cancellation.
Yeah, they canceled like 6,000 flights, man. But you're not seeing that with Latham, Cobra, broke ass Avianca. You're not seeing that with none of them. You know, the people say they need their money, so when y'all put the plane on there, I'm gonna be there. You know,
Yeah.
here they laid them people out. The people ain't never came back. They done went and found something else. So that's the shortage they running into. You know, I just hate the simple fact that they won't put a crimp. They won't put a crimp in the gas pipe and tell you the shortage of gas. You know, but ain't nobody in America getting rich off the gas. Just all the people that's over in Saudi Arabia.
Facts. So, real quick, so I'm gonna put a link to your channel. It's already in the description. I'm gonna put it in the comments too. Tell the people about your channel and the type of content that you put out.
The content on my channel is primarily travel. At first, it did start off because of music, doing beats and stuff like that. You know, freestyle rapping, but I wasn't rapping anymore, and my beat machine died. So I started traveling, and I went to this place called Sosua. Did I really like it personally? It was okay, but I really like Santo Domingo more. But I had to be in Sosua on business, so that's how I ended up there. Did a video called Streets of Sosua, and everybody went nuts behind it. You know, I seen a lot of numbers. I got a lot of feedback and views for that video, and I haven't seen that same fame since. So I guess people want me to go back to Sosua, but I'd rather not have those views again because I don't think I'll be going back to Sosua anytime soon. You know, it's got to be another business deal for me to go back to that area. Not saying I don't like the area, you know, but if I'm telling y'all to give it a break, I done gave it a break 3 years, damn near 4. So, you know, I don't see myself going back. But my channel is majority travel, at least 80%. And then when I speak on current events, it's with an eye toward travel. If you can understand that, you know, so travel 80%, then I might do a little bit of current events and attach it to, you know, us traveling brothers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much a synopsis of what my channel is. You know, and I might, you know, do a little music in between or something like that. But normally what I do, if I actually do a video, I just use my own music now.
Okay. Yeah, I used to be involved in music before I started, you know, doing travel content. I had like a couple of artists, and I was more of like A&R and stuff like that. But
89?
Yeah, A&R.
Oh, A&R. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's cool, man.
Yeah. You don't have to write a lyric. You don't have to make a beat. You ain't got to sing a song. You just in the background get paid. I see you.
Put it
on. Nothing wrong with that.
Together.
Nothing wrong with that at all, man.
But yeah, man, closing in on an hour, man. You got any closing thoughts, man? Anything you want to say, man, before we check out?
Yeah, most definitely, man. Y'all cats still looking to travel. Hey, look, to my people that have passports, do me a favor. To the people that don't have passports, stop telling them to get passports, because they're the same people that you complaining about when they go to Cartagena and Sosua. Other than that, please continue to walk the peaceful path rather than the tightrope, given that makes others content with your being miserable. So for myself and No Excuse, this is Drees, and I thank you for letting me come on, man.
All right, bro. Anytime, man. Anytime you see me online, you know, either channel, you're welcome to pull up, man, if it's a topic you want to chime in. And so,
yeah, for sure.
Cool.
I'm going to go ahead on and get up out of here. I'm thinking about going live myself. So, you know, I might do it. So y'all brothers, go ahead and hit that link. I might be on a little bit later. All right?
All right, for sure.
Thanks for letting me on, man. I'm out.
All right. Yeah, that was the homie Drees TV. Drees TV. Brazilian, I would say Brazil traveler for sure. So yeah, so So this week, man, I'm gonna try to be busy on this channel. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a show about passport bros, man. I'm gonna talk about what is a passport bro. You know, I'm gonna call out somebody that's been trying to hop on a passport bro wave. You know what I mean? So, you know, I gotta put the narrative out there right. Let them know who's who, and keep it moving. But that's tomorrow. The rest of the week, you know, I'm gonna talk about my Asian travels. I'm gonna do a Japan conversation, Thailand, and Philippines. So those will be coming up this week. And but yeah, I mean, I got a lot of topics, a lot of different things to cover. You know, so you know, I mean, we just building, man. But yeah, but tomorrow, you know, what I mean, I'm gonna put out the definition of what a passport bro is. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be set in stone. You know what I mean? So anybody ask or need clarification, you know what I mean? You got a clear definition of passport bro as it relates to the brothers in the manosphere. So y'all have a good evening, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.